Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. Like, Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day. Yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Did I talk too much?
Should have handled that
Why can't I just
better?
let it go?
I wish I would stop.
I was thinking so much.
Take a breath. You're not alone. Counseling helps you sort through the noise with qualified professionals. Get matched with a therapist online based on your unique needs and get help with everyday struggles like anxiety or managing tough emotions.
Visit BetterHelp.com/random podcast for 10% off your first month of online therapy and let life feel better.
Now, you're probably wondering what I'm doing here on a lovely Thursday morning. Well, it's Vic here with your Thursday retrospective episode of Sober Awkward. You might be thinking, hang on, haven't I heard this before? And the answer is yes, you have. But like all good drinking stories and bad toilet humour, they both get better with age, or at least less embarrassing the more times we tell them. On Thursdays, we dust off our favourite episodes from the archives, something you might have missed, loved or listened to at the start of your sober life. Think of it as a journey back in time, or a jolly leftover, a bit like lasagna that tastes even better on day 2. So sit back, relax and enjoy this vintage slice of awkwardness. A retrospective episode reheated and served right to your ears. Oh, it's a bloody plane going over. Can you hear it?
Oh, God.
Yes, wait for that. Yeah, but if you go wrong, I'll just edit it out, so don't worry about it.
That's all right. So I don't have to be too careful about what I say this time.
No, you don't. I can edit you. It's all good. I see you've dressed up for the occasion. What are you wearing?
Well, you can talk.
You're wearing your school cardigan from 1982.
Vic, it's retro. Come on.
I'm not
Come
sure.
on. Listen, it is winter on the Sunshine Coast, so it is the only opportunity I have to
Wear a
bring
light
out-
cardigan.
I love a light cardi.
Oh, God. This is not selling sobriety right here. Cardi talk. She's got on some black Adidas tracksuit bottoms, a green top. The green top's quite nice, Lucy, but it's not a good combo.
Yeah, says she, sitting there in a... Wow.
I got some
where
weird
do I start?
ethnic garb. Travel garb. Oh, dear. Oh, we should start then, shouldn't we? Let's start.
Yeah, right, let's go.
Alan was just telling me how excited he is to have you back in the studio.
So it took you months to get rid of her, and you've just let her back in. She better have something interesting to say.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Good to see you're going up in the world,
Yeah.
with not only with your dresses, but also with your podcast location.
Yeah.
A little bit worried about the old pissy mattress, because I seem to remember there being one in the last studio. Is that sort of a compulsory requirement of the Sober Awkward podcast? You have to have a pissy mattress.
Yeah, the pissy mattresses change, and I have to have one nearby. I've got used to the stench.
I have to say I feel quite comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's comforting. It's a comforting smell, isn't it?
Is. Maybe it's all those years of waking up having pissed yourself in the night when you've been drinking.
Yeah, probably. It's a kind of, gives me nice, warm flashbacks. I can't believe you're here. Why did you want to re-enter the world of awkward again, Lucy? Was there something you needed to get out?
I came to the live podcast that you and Hamish did, which was excellent.
Yes.
I have to say.
And the lights were really bright that night, which I was really worried about, but I could see both your shining faces smiling up at me, and it did give me a lot of confidence, so I appreciate that.
Both of them. Had you had a drink?
Yeah.
You seemed double.
You and your daughter, you knob. Both your faces.
Yeah, look, well, that was quite a game changer for me coming to watch that, because obviously I'd been following the podcast and always catching up with Vic and socially. So I knew how it was all going, but coming along to the live one really reminded me what it was all about and how much it helped people. I mean, you had a full house, didn't you?
Yeah, we had a full house.
Really good
we sold
evening.
out within 2 weeks, so we're going to do bigger venues coming up, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, well, it was excellent. And Hamish sort of stood up and talked a bit about the podcast, and he said the reason he was there was because I'd said everything I had to say about sobriety, which is exactly the reason that I had stopped talking on the podcast. And I didn't want sobriety to define me. But it was also relevant because, yes, I had said everything I wanted to say on the podcast, but now I've got a little bit more.
Hooray, we're so excited.
I just realised the value of sharing. Quite a few people came up to me that night and thanked me for sharing my story and saying how they resonated
Pass the bucket
with me. And, you know, you suddenly think, oh, God, I was actually doing some good. And I wonder if by sharing stories about sober dating, I can help other people. I'm sure I can. I'm sure there's lots of sober people out there who are hesitant to date. But the other reason I wanted to just put it out there, Vic, is that, as you said, I brought my daughter along, my 17-year-old daughter, to that live session, and I thought she might find it a bit boring, and she was sort of wriggling around in her seat while you were talking. But when it finished, she just said it blew her mind, and she went off straight away to phone her sister, who's now living in the UK, to tell her all about it. She started listening to the podcast, as has her friends at school. One of her schoolmates came around and said, love the podcast, Lucy.
It's funny, isn't it?
But more importantly than that, the Saturday night after the live recording, she came home from a party early. And she said, the reason I've come home is after listening to the podcast. She said, me and my mates were just sitting on a curb at 11 o'clock at night. One of them was really drunk and argumentative, had made the other one cry. And she just thought, what am I doing here?
God, that's
and
incredible.
She came home and she said, I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't listened to the podcast. So I realised the power behind it.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. I'm chuffed to hear that, actually, because to know that somebody of her age can tune into this message as well, I mean, there's nothing better. That is preventative medicine right there, isn't it?
Well, it is. And as you know, I've been nagging at you and I will continue to do so because I think you need to spread this word, this message to younger kids, teenagers who are starting to drink, because you're obviously going in at the right angle, because she loved it.
I'm not sure the 17-year-old kids want to know about my promiscuity.
Well,
they blow my finger off.
But they'll just look at your story and think, I don't want to end up like her.
That's basically the reason for my existence on earth, isn't it? Don't be like her. She's a right old mess. Oh, God, so good. So what's the reason why you're here then, Lucy Lou?
Well, today I want to have a chat with Vic about getting back out there. As you all know, I became the sober hermit when I gave up drinking. But recently, I've taken the world by the balls, quite literally, and I've joined Tinder.
I know, listeners, I'm in shock too. The sober introvert that Lucy discovered when she gave up her social crutch has left the confines of her cave and has stepped out of her comfort zone and is learning to date without daiquiris. Sorry, that was the only D booze that I could come up with. I can't think of any other ones.
I can't think of any others because we've been out of the booze scene too long.
I would have listed them a few years ago.
We don't know our booze alphabet as well as we used to. Yep, I'm here to tell you all about my sober Tinder adventures.
I am so excited about this, Lucy. Let's not tell Hamish you're here, though. He might get jealous because I know how much he loves you.
Yeah, let's just keep it between us. He's in the UK, isn't he?
Yes,
Long way away.
He's on holiday.
He'll never know.
He'll never know. I want to start with some hats. Hamish makes me do it, Lucy. He's very mean to me. I'm going to use this episode to be mean about Hamish because he's not here.
Stats.
Yeah.
Yawn.
Yawn, duh, Hamish. According to a survey of just over 1,000 Australians in September last year from dating app Bumble, almost 1 in 5 people don't want to drink on dates after lockdown, with about 3/4 believing sober dating leads to better connections. Pre-COVID, though, going for a drink was often the automatic first suggestion for a date. However, with bars and pubs closed for months on end, walking, coffee and park dates became standard. Bumble now offers a badge that you can add to your profile, indicating your preference for sober dating. On Hinge, you can share how regularly you drink. In the past year, 6% of Australian users selected the sober option. Oh, God.
Have you had too many daiquiris?
Yeah. In the past year, 6% of Australian users selected the sober option. So things are changing, and we want to discover what Lucy has learned and why is it better to date sober.
Yeah, I'll just add in there, since I'm such a pro on all of these apps now, that Tinder and nearly all of them, I think, have the sober thing on them now.
That's great.
Yeah. So, Vic, I know you used to worry about me staying in when I first got sober.
Yeah.
Well, for the 2.5 years
Well,
that
yeah,
I
for a
was
long
sober.
time I was worried about you.
Why was it that you were so worried?
I used to wake up in a hot sweat worried about you sometimes. If you didn't answer my phone, I'd be like, oh my God, she's drinking again. She's drinking again.
It must be even worse now I'm dating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I was just worried about your isolation, and I know that that can lead to relapse. That is very common. If people are lonely or they're staying in too much, then there's nothing to stop them drinking again. I think sobriety is all about doing the things you used to do and still living your life. And I was concerned that you were missing out a little bit because you just weren't getting yourself out there. But I didn't want to say this to you because I think you needed to go through it. You needed to kind of work out, have that time to yourself before you got the courage to go out and start dating. But you did lock yourself away a little bit too much, Lucy. But really, mostly I was stressed that the boredom and missing your old life would get you thinking about drinking. Did you think about drinking in those 2.5 years?
Well, of course I did, certainly at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was doing this podcast as well.
Yeah.
So, I was talking about it to everybody.
I was actually following you. You didn't know. I was like a secret stalker. That car that was parked outside your bedroom window for that 2.5 years, it was me.
I had
with
a
some
funny
binoculars.
feeling there was someone there. I thought it was my paranoia creeping in.
No, it was me.
Look, I think it's important to note that I am an introvert anyway. I was an introverted drinker, and that's who I am as a person. So staying at home was quite a normal thing for me. Yes, it did get worse when I stopped drinking. But for me, home was a safe place, and it was a place that was free from alcohol and free from any of the urges to drink. So I didn't worry about it. It was the outside world and the people in it that were a threat to my drinking.
Especially that one that was sat outside your bedroom window.
Yeah. That was the reason I didn't go out.
Hello?
I was like, there's someone out there.
Hello, it's me. I was just calling, doing crank calls. Hello, my name is Norman. I was just wondering if you're planning on going out tonight.
And you wonder why I didn't go out.
Yeah.
It was all your fault. I was aware, certainly, probably coming into year 2, that I was sort of cheating sobriety because I wasn't living normally while I was sober, and it wasn't sustainable. And that's really what this whole podcast is about. It's not about forcing people to be sober, and it's not necessarily about giving people 100 tips to be sober. It's about saying, we want you to be sober and to go through the awkwardness and to live a really good life in sobriety. And I realised I actually wasn't doing that. I was very happy with my life, but it was very, very, I was going to say dull.
January is just around the corner. And if the mere thought of everything you're going to drink in December makes your stomach churn,
then maybe this is the year you finally give sobriety a proper go. New year, new you. Sounds lovely, but where do you even start?
how about right here? Hamish and I have done the hard work so you don't have to. We've created the 30-day sobriety tour guide.
This isn't just another checklist, it's a daily video guide to keep you accountable, informed and genuinely entertained during the challenging first month.
We share the top tips and tricks that have kept us sober for years. You'll learn how to socialise sober without feeling awkward.
How much cash you'll actually save, and will absolutely reassure you that life without alcohol does not mean giving up sex.
I'm not so sure. Stop wondering how and start living. The 30-day sobriety tour guide is your fast track to a fantastic January.
Head over to soberawkward.com right now. You can pick up the entire guide for just 149 Aussie dollars, or whatever that amount is in your local currency.
That's soberawkward.com. Let us be your guides.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. You know, one of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. Mm-hmm. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Because it wasn't dull. It was very cleansed, very clean, very regimented, very normal. I am someone who does like a bit of excitement.
Yeah.
And I was getting to the point where I was missing that.
It just wasn't sustainable, you staying in like that. I think that's exactly what I was worried about. I was like, this is not sustainable. She cannot stay in forever and hide. She can't. She's got to get back out there at some stage. And I just didn't know whether it was going to happen or not. But I think, as you said, like maybe you needed that time to work up to what you're doing now, which I think is amazing. So you went to England, I remember, and you saw some friends, you went out and you went to the ABBA concert, which was amazing, and you started to crave a bit of a social life again. Is that right?
Yeah, I did. Well, I went travelling with my 2 daughters, 17 and 19, and my elder daughter's boyfriend. So it was myself and 3 teens, and we went across America. We did New York, LA, Hawaii, we did London. But yeah, during that time, of course, you have to get out. You can't stay in your Airbnb the whole time. You've got to go out and enjoy life. And there were things to do in New York where lots of people were drinking, restaurants where people, the wait staff would get up and start singing Broadway.
Amazing.
And some of the biggest Christmas drag shows in London, and my family were drinking and I wasn't. So that was something that really put me out of my comfort zone and things that I would never have done while I was here in my house in Australia. So yeah, it did get me thinking. And it made me realise I can do this. Some of it was a little bit hard, but mostly it was really enjoyable going out and doing all of these things when I was sober. But something did happen in the UK that really made me think. I was staying at my cousin's house and we just had the most amazing time there. And a couple of nights before Christmas, she invited some of her friends over for a bit of a get-together. And I just couldn't face it. I couldn't face that size of group. It was probably a group of about 15 people. So it wasn't small enough to be easy, but it wasn't large enough to be easy. And I couldn't face it. We were staying in the loft and I had to retreat to the loft and not join in. And I felt terrible, and I still do to this day. I don't know what her friends must think of me, but I just got to the point where I couldn't face it.
Is it because you were scared of the sort of inane chat, like the where are you from, who are you, how do you know the host, that sort of thing?
Yeah, it just all felt too hard.
Yeah.
I mean, sober socialising can be very, very exhausting. Going to an ABBA concert where there's loud music, everyone's dancing.
You're not
with
put
your
on the
kids.
spot so much, are you?
Yeah, but
I know what you
that
mean.
Smaller size of group. And, and I felt really rude for not doing that. And also I was really aware this isn't right. Yeah, I should be able to do this. I'm staying in... My cousin is one of my closest friends and she had her closest friends around. I really wanted to get to know them more. I'm sure they wanted to get to know me, and I retreated like a troll into the attic.
I'm just thinking of the people at the party. Oh, where's your cousin Lucy? Oh, she's up in the loft.
That is exactly what happened, Vic. And it's something like that where you're like, I really need to change this. Something's going wrong here.
They're like, what's that noise? Oh, it's Lucy. She's lowering the ladder.
I was hiding behind the couch in the loft, quivering, shaking until everybody left. It was that experience of, yes, getting out and enjoying life, sober, the experience of not being able to join in something that was really important, sober. But also I had always said that I was going to start dating when I came back from our travels. And everyone was saying to me, our kids included, it's time, Mum. You need to get out and you need to meet someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why I ended up doing it.
Very brave. What was it like at first?
Bloody awful. No.
No, it's not the message we want to give.
And that's the end of the podcast. Ta-da! Not saying anything else. No, I'm going to be honest. I loved it at first. Right. I really did. When you don't go out very much, and I'm not the only person who doesn't go out very much. Most parents, single parents, can't get out. Most middle-aged people, they don't go into bars and things like that. So having the ability to go onto an app and kind of shop for men was quite a novelty for me. And Vic, because when I first went on it, I was so excited, wasn't I? I was like, oh my
very
God,
excited.
Look how it works. I've met this person, I've met that person. And I loved it. I felt really together. I had loads of clarity because I wasn't hungover and I wasn't drinking. When you meet someone online, the first thing you do is you text them. I'm quite good at that part. I'm quite good at texting people and making a conversation.
So they get your number, is that correct?
No numbers are exchanged.
Okay, so you text them on the app?
Yes, on the app.
Right.
Yeah, and I will, just as tip number one, a really important one, is don't give out your phone number.
Yeah.
Because I did a couple of times, and I learnt the hard way that people will stalk you through your phone number, and you want to have control over what people can see about you.
I wouldn't mind a couple of stalkers, honestly.
You can have some of mine.
Okay, thank you. A gift.
Yeah, I'll head them over your way. There's a married woman who wants to stalk her. But yeah, so the texting was great, and that was a way to build up my confidence, talking to complete strangers but behind a screen, having time to plan my response and think about it. So that's really great if you're coming from a place of sobriety where you haven't socialised very much. It's a really nice, gentle way to get back out there and start talking to people.
Yeah, I suppose it's just kind of easing you into communicating with the opposite sex, isn't it? Because you haven't actually met anyone yet. You're just on the app. You're deciding if you think they're good looking. I guess it is based upon that, isn't it? Generally,
it is, yeah.
Whether you could find someone attractive is the first port of call, and then to contact them in some way.
Well, yeah, there's that, and also the profile, what they write about themselves, and you can tell a lot from that. I think we'll talk about that later when we talk about whether people are drinkers or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, at that point of dating, I was really loving it. People were noticing the changes in me. It's like I'd come alive again.
Yeah, great.
And my brother, who is in the UK, that's what he said. He said, you sound like you're alive. You haven't sounded like that for a long time. So there I was thinking I was this really cool, smug, sober, healthy person. I wasn't coming across as a very happy person because I'd locked myself away for so long.
Yeah, you were missing out on human connection,
Yes.
which is what a lot of us strive of, especially me. I'm the same with friendship.
Yeah.
You know, I strive off good friendships. And for you, being a single mum, it's obvious that you're getting some attention for the first time. It's going to make you feel good.
It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
How long did it take before you met someone?
Any woman online will tell you that it doesn't take long to meet someone online.
Right.
So if you are a woman going to date online and you get loads and loads of responses, that's quite normal, because I was like, oh my God, I'm really, really popular.
Yeah.
Look at me go. And then I realised that most women do. And in fact, tip number 2, I use the incognito option on Tinder, which they do have the same on Bumble and Hinge and most of the big apps. But what that means is that unless I like someone, no one can see me.
Okay.
If you take off the incognito option, you will get hounded
Okay.
by anyone. They will contact anyone. And my friend actually had the incognito on her phone, and her subscription ran out when she was on a flight on the way to Sydney. And when she landed, she had something like 178 messages.
It's funny.
So yeah, but also having incognito, or whatever it might be called on the app you're on, does give you a sense of privacy. And I think you do want that. You know, I'd been tucked away in my house for ages. I wasn't ready to be exposed to everybody, and I didn't want my ex-husband to see me on there, or his mates, or people I'd worked with. I felt uncomfortable.
It's about safety as well a lot of the time with this, isn't it? It's like, this is a new way of dating, and dating can be risky even in real life without any online stuff. It was very risky when I was young because I didn't know what I was doing. I was in a blackout. So it's the same thing, isn't it? It's still risky online, and you've got to take caution.
And the biggest thing you can do, another tip, is do it sober.
Yeah.
That's how you keep safe.
Yeah, you take that consent issue out of the equation,
But yeah, in answer to your question, Vic, I met someone, I think within about the first week, physically met someone.
Yeah, God, that's so brave. You were like, oh, he looks all right. I'm having him.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do this.
Yeah, God, I really am impressed. Did you specify that you were looking for someone that didn't drink?
I didn't. Like you were saying, there are options on the apps now where you can say that you're sober, you can say you drink rarely, special occasions only, drink in the weekend only. Of course, everyone probably lies. You don't even have to answer it, so it doesn't even come up.
Yeah.
So I actually don't put anything about my drinking on there. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't define me at all. I do find it useful when I see other people have put it down. If I see someone sober, I might be looking at someone's picture and thinking, they're all right, you know, shall I swipe right or left? And then if I see they're sober, that's an immediate swipe right.
So why don't you put it on there then? If that's an immediate swipe right for you, it probably is for a lot of the men on there as well.
That's the thing with dating apps, is it's all about people's interests and some of their habits. And that's how you're matched, is by location, interests and habits, really. Those things, apart from location, are not really that relevant to me in someone that I date. I'm more interested in somebody who I fancy the pants off of.
Who's funny.
Yeah, who's funny and who's got really good values. I don't mind dating a drinker as long as that drinker is not out of control and they understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I don't want my sobriety to define me. I also don't put on there that I'm English.
But it's a huge test, that, isn't it? That sobriety clip. You can instantly gauge someone. You know that if someone writes, I am sober, that they are self-conscious and that they care about themselves and that they've been through something. That one word gives you quite a lot of backstory, actually.
It really does, but it also really narrows the net.
Of course, right.
I did meet up with one guy from eHarmony who I was really interested in him because he was an ex-addict and he had been working for 12 years in a rehab centre helping kids with drug addiction.
Amazing.
So he had a bit of grit to him, a bit of a story, and I was really interested to meet with him. He was saying that he did have some problems. He would be chatting to girls and then he'd tell them that he was sober. And one girl just said, no, I'm not interested. She said, I love doing wine tours and all of this stuff. I'm not interested in going out with someone who doesn't drink. So it can be a game changer for some people. But I always like to get in there first, meet that person, let them see who I am.
Yeah.
And then if they like me, but they perhaps don't really like the idea that I'm sober, the fact that they like me will outweigh the fact that I'm sober.
Yeah.
I want to put my best foot forward as a person before they know about my drinking habits, my sleeping habits, how many cups of coffee I have in the morning and, how many times I get up in the night to go to the toilet bin.
But their reaction then, once you've met them, is another clincher, isn't it? Because if you haven't put it on your profile and then you meet them wherever, whenever, then you say, actually, I'm sober. Their reaction to that is actually going to be something that you can judge to see whether you like that person or not.
Yeah, often it comes out before you meet them because often they want to meet you for a drink.
Okay, of course, yeah.
Okay, so then the conversation comes up on the text. Look, I'd rather meet for a coffee, and they keep going on about having a drink. And at first I was so nervous to tell people that I didn't drink. I was terrified. I thought, I'm just going to put everyone off. That's what I always think. And that was what we talked about in our very first podcast, Vic. We talked about how we didn't believe people would like us when we were sober.
They don't. No one likes me.
no one likes us
in the
anymore.
5 years I've discovered everybody just leaving one by one out of my life.
No, but the reality is people do like us sober, even though it's a surprise to us. But it made me realise that after 2.5 years I still believed I was unlikable sober because I was too scared to tell people. So I would tell people in the chat that I didn't drink. I wouldn't use the word I'm sober. I would say I didn't drink. I have to say not one person skipped a beat.
Okay,
in fact, if anything, people were more keen to meet up with me once I told them. And I think that is because, they don't want to meet up with a pisshead. There are a lot of middle-aged women pissheads out there.
Yeah.
And they quite like the idea that I've got my act together and I don't drink.
And sometimes there's a lot of drama involved with drinking.
There is.
And you can go on a date with someone, it can get really messy and you can have too many and you're tripping up curbs and being sick and dribbling on someone. It gets pretty messy and sometimes that's not an attractive look. I hate to say it, but I only saying that because I did it so much. I never went on dates because I just knew it wouldn't work. They were never going to like me at the end of it and I would never see them again. So I just didn't do it. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
Vic, so do you fancy coming on a sober holiday?
Don't worry, we're not talking about some corporate wellness retreat with cucumber water and enforced eye contact.
No, this is a sober, awkward retreat. 8 days of sun, sweat, laughter, and absolutely no hangovers.
Yep, it's all happening in Thailand next October. Picture this: yoga at sunrise, writing workshops, ice baths, Thai boxing, and lots of awkward sober dancing under the stars.
It's a proper holiday with proper weirdos. Our kind of people.
Yeah. You'll meet legends who've also given the booze a boot and want to have fun without feeling like a social reject.
Come solo or grab a mate. Bring your awkward, bring your sun cream. No pressure, no judgment, just a big, warm, sober hug in paradise.
All the info is at soberawkward.com/retreats. Come and get sweaty with us, emotionally and physically, in our all-inclusive jungle resort. You'll start out as 15 strangers and leave with 15 new sober mates.
I'm not sure I want 15 new sober mates, actually, particularly sober ones.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're not invited then.
Busy work weeks can leave you feeling drained. Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet works at the cellular level to rejuvenate you from the inside out, providing real results that include fat-focused, sustainable weight loss with no injection needed. Next Gen builds on the original Prolon with 100% organic soups and teas, a richer taste, and ready-to-eat meals. Developed at USC's Longevity Institute and backed by top medical centers, Prolon supports biological age reduction, metabolic health, skin appearance, fat loss, and energy. Get 15% off plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe at prolonlife.com/start. That's prolonlife.com/start.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh, yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends, buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy, buy it. Yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Buy another one.
Yeah.